Alright, so I might have heard that you're looking for an accounting internship. Well, if that's the case, you're in good luck because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to one, land an interview, and then secondly, kill that interview. So if you follow these steps, you're going to do well. You're going to be able to land an internship. You're going to make your family proud. So simple as that. And if that sounds good, let's get started. But actually, wait, quickly, who the hell am I to talk about this subject? So my name's Adam. I interned at PwC doing audit. I went to UC Berkeley, and yes, I know, Target school. Oh, you interned there just because you went to a Target school. Well, maybe, I don't know, could be true, but I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks that a Target school student would do to land these interviews and also get that internship offer. So if that sounds good, let's get started. Okay, so getting started with the first part, and I'm going to separate this into two parts. One, what you should be doing in the pre-interview phase, and then secondly, what you need to do in the interview phase to do well. So getting started with part one. So one, if you don't have LinkedIn right now, I need you to honestly just pause this video and create a LinkedIn account. And if you do have LinkedIn, I need it to be up to date. I need you to have a nice profile picture, whether that's your high school yearbook photo, that'll do, honestly. Just have a photo, have your school, have some relevant experiences, even if it's just being a cashier at a grocery store or doing DoorDash like I once did, have that on your LinkedIn. It'll show that you're not a bot, that you're actually a real person. Once you do that, second step, I need you to identify which firms do you want to intern at. So you might only know the big four like I once did, but I need you to also look into those mid-tier firms because you need to have a backup plan as well if the big four doesn't work out. So I need you to follow all those accounts and stay up to date. So that means, yes, consistently going on LinkedIn at least every other day. I know you could compensate and you have time. Just give up some TikTok time, give up some Instagram time, and go on LinkedIn for a bit. So third step, I need you to request people that work at those firms. So the people that you should be requesting are one, people that once went to your university. They're more likely to accept your request. And then secondly, people that are either analysts, senior analysts, or managers, because that partner that you requested is most likely not going to accept your request. They're too busy. And then fourthly, I need you to send a brief message to them. Quick introduction. Who are you? Why are you interested in accounting? Why are you interested in their firm? Keep it very brief too. This is the key to it. They don't want to look at this long ChatGPT essay that you sent them. You just need to keep it brief. 3 bullet points. Do you have time for a coffee chat? Make sure that you specify 15 to 30 minute coffee chat. And then once they agree to it, if they agree to it, maybe they'll reject you, who knows? But I need you to ask for their email, and then you're gonna be the one to schedule the coffee chat. Don't be like some people that they've made me schedule the coffee chat. That doesn't show initiative. It's a bad first impression if you make them schedule the coffee chat. So make sure you schedule it. Make sure that you add them to the Google invite. Make sure that you add a Zoom. Make sure that you add a description saying that they could move this invite to whatever best fits their needs. Be flexible. You need their time. They don't need you. They're busy. They have a lot of work. They have a life. So make sure that you're flexible. Once you do this, I think fourth step maybe, I need you to be a normal person. Be relatable, be normal, smile. Make sure that you're intentional, that you come with questions, that you're not just like sitting there just like trying to make up questions on the spot, because trust me, you're most likely going to be nervous and you're going to not make a good first impression. So once you do that, once this person likes you, you might be asking, why am I doing this, Adam? Well, you're doing this because you want to get a referral. But I need you to not be pushy, not ask it on, maybe not on the first time, maybe on the second time that you coffee chat them, and then try to get the info of the recruiter. So this person is going to be consequential to your recruiting process, to landing an internship offer. So you want to identify who this person is. So once you do this, I still have a tip for you. And this one's a kept secret that not a lot of people know about. So just between us. So I need you to also request people on LinkedIn that just interned at that firm. So these firms, what they'll do is they'll make these people that had just interned there campus ambassadors. So I was a campus ambassador for PwC, and I was able to refer people. So a lot of people didn't know, but I was telling my friends that were asking me about my PwC internship. I'm like, yeah, I could refer you if you want, and they were ecstatic. So once you do that, try to extract a referral either from an associate, whether from that student. Just try to do it. But say you don't get a referral from these people. So I still need you to actively go to these campus events that these firms host. So it might be on campus if you go to like a mid-tier school / target school. But if you go to a middle of nowhere school, they're probably not going to recruit there, but they'll still have online recruiting events. So I need you to go to these events. And although you might feel like I'm like one out of a few hundred in this Zoom lobby, trust me, they notice if you attend because they'll have an attendance sheet. So if you signed your name in the attendance sheet, they're going to start flagging your resume. So this is only going to increase the chances that you actually land an interview. So go to these events, coffee chat people, try to get referrals, and you're going to be in a very good spot to landing an interview, which is probably the hardest part in getting an internship. So after this, second to last part, I need you to improve your resume. So ask for the feedback from the recruiter, ask for the feedback from the people that you coffee chatted, whether that's the student, the associates. They're going to help improve your resume. So lastly, when that internship comes available on LinkedIn, because you're actively looking on LinkedIn, you're going to apply as soon as possible, within a week or two. These internships are on a rolling basis, so they need to fill a certain amount of seats. And a recruiter, they want to do it as fast as possible. They're not going to wait 2 months for you to apply. They're going to fill seats as soon as possible. And with that wraps up the pre-interview phase. So do those steps and you're more likely to land an interview at any of these firms. Okay, so the first step with the interview phase. So I need you to do mock interviews. I need you to practice how you look on camera, do Zoom recordings, record yourself, how you look like, how do you speak, because this is going to be very important. Make sure that you're able to also nail down the questions that you're most likely going to get. Like, tell me about yourself. Why this firm? Why accounting? Questions like that you're most likely going to get. So you could look them up on like any interview websites like Indeed. You're most likely going to see example questions that you're most likely going to get. Make sure you have them down to a T. You want it to be so automatic. So once you do mock interviews, once you're able to get more comfortable and build your confidence. Secondly, if you have an accounting experience, you're already a shoo-in. If you've done accounting classes or any projects in those classes, then talk about that. They just want to see that you have a genuine interest in accounting, because me, I barely had any experience in accounting. I took maybe like 3 accounting classes at the point that I interviewed. And I just kept on spamming and referencing the accounting classes that I took, and it worked out for me. So thirdly, and probably one of the most asked questions that I get from prospective interns that want to intern at PwC, and they ask me, how was your interview process? Well, it was mainly behavioral questions, just trying to get a feel for who is this person? Are they going to be a match for this firm? The interview is not that hard. I would focus more on being normal in the interview process. You want to have the interview almost be like a conversation. Not with your friend. Don't have any slang in there. You want to still sound professional. Your communication, you want it to be to a T, because people judge the way how they talk. So if you speak a lot with those type of filler words, they're going to be kind of making mental notes about that. So that's why do those mock interviews, see how you sound, and try to cut down on those filler words, because communication is one of the biggest things that you have to do in corporate, and they want to see how you speak. And then lastly, try to be someone that's rootable for. You want to be someone that at the end of the interview, when the recruiter asks the interviewer, how did it go? You want to make sure that you have a good impression on them, and then they're willing to root for you. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. And yes, it counts a lot on how you answer your questions, but it also comes down to likability. So if you follow those steps, I'm pretty confident that you're going to be able to land an accounting internship either at the Big Four or at least a mid-tier firm. So good luck on your recruiting. Also, feel free to reach out as well. I'm a resource to you guys. Request me on LinkedIn, ask those questions. I'm willing to help you guys. So with that, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. Peace out.